What's up, everybody? And do I have a treat for you? It is OP09 release, actually pre-release time. I got these from my local game store because pre-release is this weekend, and that means if you place pre-orders, at least locally where I'm around, you're able to get them. So we've got some OP09 to open up. Let's get to it, because there are some cards I'm looking for. As you know, the set hasn't actually released yet, so I haven't opened any OP09. We've got a pre-release this weekend. I'm going to at least 2 pre-releases, I think. Speaking of pre-releases and sealed in general, I did just drop a video on how to build the best deck for sealed in OP09 format. So if you haven't seen that yet, check that out yet. You can check it out in the link or the description below. It is a pretty awesome video following my very basic acronym of Victor. So definitely check that out. It'll help you know what's good in this set when it comes to sealed and what to build your deck out of if you're new to the game. Now let's just hop into it. So OP09, we've known about this set for a while. It's been out in Japan since August. And I've just been waiting for it because there are a few decks in our current format that I don't love to play against. And I know there's a big counter coming for a very specific deck. And that is Black Yellow Luffy. I don't know if you know, I despise that deck to its core. So to see Blackbeard come in, yes, it's a necessary evil, right? Blackbeard's going to come in, he's going to hurt a lot of other decks, but he's going to hurt Black Yellow Luffy the most. Alright, so we're going to be like try to be somewhat organized. I don't even know where I'm going to throw this trash. So we're just going to kind of do commons, uncommons, rares, yada yada. Kind of keep all the big hits out in the front here, but here we go. So, man, just like going right into like what I did for sealed. Like, this is a great card. It's a 2K. It's a common 2K. You don't see a lot of those these days, but we're just going to jump through here. Some very playable cards if you watched my if you watched that video. Alright, commons, uncommons, Kabaji. We've got a Van Augur, very nice card for Blackbeard, and a Rono Zoro. Hey, 2 very playable cards, Black Purple Luffy and Blackbeard. So happy to see it here. So what are we looking for specifically? I don't know, just stuff to build decks, right? We're a gameplay channel after all. Yes, this is an unboxing video. Don't expect these very often. This is just to celebrate the new set coming out. And man, there are a lot of vanillas in these packs. Bello Betty. I love to see these because I'm actually cooking up a pretty cool Bello Betty list here soon. More uncommons. Mr. 3, great in a number of decks. Buggy, as well as the Blue Croc deck, because you can find Baroque Works cards as well. And there is our first hit. That is a good old Marshall D. Teach. This is a 4 of in Blackbeard. So if you want to play Blackbeard, you need this card. And I kind of want to play Blackbeard. I want to try it out. So we're going to need 4 of these to get that finished. So nice first good hit. What am I not looking for? I'm trying to avoid all the green cards. So for those who don't know, the green purple leader in the set is Lim. I never played Odyssey. She's from a One Piece game called One Piece Odyssey or something like that. And that's where all the green cards are from. And I just don't really care. I don't really like her archetype. Putting characters into play tapped feels really bad. All right, there's our first leader, Marshall D. Teach, and then Doflamingo into a cross guild searcher. But a lot of like the effects for the green purple Lim deck are all just like, oh, if you have rested characters, you get to do extra things. Well, if my characters are coming to play rested, like that already feels kind of bad, because then if my opponent has a board, my opponent can just swing into it and make my day pretty sad. I guess they are pseudo blockers to a degree, but still not great. And it doesn't really fit my playstyle. Alright, another 2K for the Buggy deck. And a Crocodile. And a Doc Q. Very playable card. Most of the Blackbeard rares are playable in the Blackbeard deck. It's like it's pretty much built the deck. And there, ooh, that is a nice looking card there. This is the purple SR Sanji. This is a must play card in purple Luffy, maybe red purple Luffy, black purple Luffy. Fantastic card. Rest to 6 or less, and has rush. Man, I need to get a sleeve for this card. Technically, the SR should go to sleeve, but no, we gotta put those altards in a sleeve here. What a nice little pull. We're gonna set that down here. Here, let's start to move some of this out of the way. Nobody cares about the commons and uncommons. We care about the rares. We care about the super rares and the alt arts. So hoping for, you know, decent hits. We could hit a manga, unlikely, but you know, my hopes are up. All right, so we're gonna start moving just a little bit faster to save some time here, because I notice we're already at like the 5-minute mark. Crazy stuff. All right, lots of playable cards here for sealed. Good stuff. There's a Robin leader, nice. Just the base version. There's Buggy, good little top end for the Buggy deck. Very funny that it's rare, but it isn't that good unless you play it in Buggy. And then Yasop, another very playable card. Red, Purple, Luffy, and Shanks need that card. So I know I made some content on Red, Purple, Luffy back in OP07. I'm going to be bringing Red, Purple, Luffy back because that deck gets some sweet new toys. And it's going to be pretty viable against maybe some of the meta. Alright, jumping on through. Nice little uncommons again. This is a fun card for Red Purple Kid. It's funny to see a leader from one of the starter decks get some support that literally doesn't see any play. There's Nami. If you play the blue Nami deck, this is a must-have. Very good card. And Dareshi. Another great card. I was actually building out a list for Yellow Purple Crocodile using Dareshi to find a lot of the great triggers. I think that card is fantastic. There's a lot of very playable triggers in Yellow. As those who've played the game for a while know, Yellow is very good at triggering things. Both triggering life and triggering opponents. Alright, another 2K for Shanks, Saw, a Sabo, and an Uta. And a Shanks. Speak of the devil, we've got one that finds the other. So Uta finds Shanks. Two great cards for the Shanks deck. Also father-daughter, if you didn't know that. Is that a spoiler? Not really. It's technically like from one of the movies. But anyways, Shanks, great card. We're so far hitting like 2 really good hits. Both like 4-ofs in like tier 1 meta decks. So I'm pretty happy. Oh man, I just cut that so badly. Let's cut that a little bit better. I'm a little clean when I open packs because you never know what you're gonna pull out of these. I have a tendency to pull mangas, though we haven't pulled one on camera yet. I did hit a Nami out of the PRB set, but that was out of a starter deck that I did not record because again, I'm a gameplay channel. Don't really record openings of stuff, but I thought I'd do this for fun just because O9 is right around the corner. This is a great card for Shanks. Good old Lucky Roo. Pretty annoying card. Blocker, and on KO you get to KO a 6,000 or less, so it's just like, yeah, I just blocked one of your attacks, I'm gonna kill another character that just won't be able to attack this turn. So it's a pretty good card for red, for Shanks specifically. Now that card is type locked, so you see that in your pre-release and you're not playing the Shanks leader, that card is not gonna do what you thought it was gonna do. Got another Zoro, and oh my goodness, look at that beauty. Now I'm laughing because, or I chuckled because I have a Discord for all my locals, and no joke, every single person that's posted an alt art leader they've opened has been Robin. Every single person has opened a Robin. We haven't seen any other alt art leaders opened yet, which is absolutely hilarious. But I'm happy to see it because I love Yellow Purple. I don't think this leader is like amazing, but having Banish, being able to ramp, recipe for a pretty decent deck, and you know I'm going to be trying this, especially with the alt art leader. I love, for those who don't know, I collect alt art leaders. So I have all the alt art leaders other than like some from OP09 that are like stupidly expensive for no reason. I'll get them eventually, but I have everything else. So I'm going to definitely be collecting all the leaders from this set. So that gets me one start, gets me 1 down, 5 to go. I'm not going to make the mistake I made with 06. So I made a mistake with 06. I got so excited about collecting leaders because I started collecting leaders in 05 because I opened a lot in 04. And yeah, no, the leaders in 06, that's when the game was getting pretty hype. And that is when we, like all the prices went up like crazy. There's Buggy thing, and then Rayleigh, another good card for Shanks. But the prices were nuts, and I bought all the alt art leaders a little too close to release, and I paid way too much money for them, because if you look at the prices now, they're all like less than $100, and I paid over $100 for quite a few of them. So I learned from that mistake, and I'm a little more patient with picking up alt art leaders now, because I know eventually, once supply hits demand, we kind of we'll see those drop in price. Great leader for sealed Shanks. Good stuff. Nico Robin, another great card. Don Quixote, and there's one more card back here, which means we have the Don. Good old Shanks Don. Are you afraid of the new era? Throw that there. So we're expecting at least... Right here. We gotta see the Shanks Don, right? Stick it up there. Expecting at least 2 of those per box. If you don't know how one-piece boxes typically work, you get about 6 to 7 SRs. Usually about 2 hits per box, but a leader, I think, maybe messes that up. So we might get another hit out of here. Who knows? It's weirdly inconsistent. Once you see a secret, then that kind of determines your hit ratio a little bit more. But yeah, no. So 2 Dawn per box. There's the leader I told you I have no care in the world for. Your character cards are played rested. Who wants their stuff to come in tapped? Not me. All right, playable card. Look, it's. Would you believe it? Blackbeard rares. Wow, they're both playable. It's double searchers. I think they gave Blackbeard quite a bit of searching. You got Lafitte, you got this event and the stage. Like, jeez. And I thought Reiju had a lot of ways to search for her pieces, but Blackbeard has even more ways to search, which is quite interesting for a deck that is so controlling. Uncommons, Sakazuki, another great card in limited. And then the Monkey D. Luffy secret rare. Look at that bad boy right there. This is a very playable card. If you're playing purple Luffy, you're playing black purple Luffy, you're playing red purple Luffy, you want this card in there. This card is just so good. The fact that he replaces himself and then it's just a 10k rusher is pretty great. So now that I've hit these 3, you know, the salesperson connoisseur in me would say this box is dead, but it's not, because we're after those SRs. We've only hit 2 SRs and already hit all of our hits. But who knows? There could be a manga in here. The manga doesn't count, so who knows? But I'm pretty happy to see a 3-hit box. It's not often that I get 3-hit boxes anymore. But again, I really only care about the leaders. All right, uncommon. Hey, look, it's a Blackbeard card. It's playable. And there's an Adio. No idea who this character is. This is from Odyssey. It is a green SR. I'm not sure there's a lot. I mean, if you're out there and you're excited for Lim, then don't let me yuck your yum. Right? Lim is a fun card. Lim could be fun to some people, but not my cup of tea. All right. Uncommon. Got another Van Augur. We need play sets of these if we're gonna play Blackbeard. And there's a Frankie. This is another great card. It's a blocker that draws cards. Trash 1, draw 2. On Don -2. So great in black purple Luffy. Decent like in other decks, kind of, but it's really his home is in black purple Luffy for sure. Just because the rate, you can also just get him back with Moria, which is pretty gross. All right, so we're gonna start moving a little bit faster. We've seen a lot of these commons, uncommons, so I'm just gonna skip past those here, and we're just gonna jump a little further. Make sure I'm keeping them somewhat separate. like I said, I'm a pretty organized guy. There is our black purple Luffy leader. And 2 events, Perona, 2k Perona. That's good in Perona. Maybe was Perona playable again? I know there's one guy at Locals trying to make it happen all the time. Maybe he'll make it happen even more. I don't think it's very good. All right, so this is what we're gonna do now. We're just gonna do this and just take the uncommons, and we're just gonna start skipping a little bit faster, just because I see where we're at on time, and I got another box to get through, and I'm not trying to waste everybody's time. Sabo and a Kuzan, and a bunch of commons. Once you open a box or 2, you kind of get all the play sets of commons, uncommons, so you don't really have to worry about those anymore. But let's see here. The awkward part is if I oh, okay, it's a leader. So just be quick on this one. So another great uncommon for Blackbeard. Speaking of Blackbeard, very good card. Gum Gum Giant. The reason Luffy is purple Luffy is so playable, and red purple Luffy. We got our own Radical Beam. Hell yeah. And a Searcher. This is another good purple Luffy card. Finds Straw Hats. Finds Heart Pirates. And then just a bunch of commons. So we're expecting at least 2 more SRs. Alright. I don't even know how many I'm supposed to thumb, because you get like a random assortment of commons. Sometimes you get 2 commons, sometimes you get 3. We'll just play it out here. Clover! Galdino. Hitting a few repeats. Though on rare, I don't mind the repeats. So as I get through the rest of this box here, I got a question for everybody. What deck are you looking to play in 09? What are you looking to build a new deck wise, or what are you looking to upgrade old deck wise? I want to take Billow Betty for another spin. She got a lot of cool cards in this set. Crocodile, great card in Buggy, potentially playable in blue-purple Crocodile as well. You can put a Missile Sunday into play off this if you really wanted to. But yeah, like I said, looking at Billow Betty, looking at giving purple yellow Croc some more love. It didn't get a lot of support in this other than like Dareshi, or if you wanted to play the purple Luffys to be more aggressive, you could do that as well. But yeah, and then red purple Luffy. And then when it comes to like new stuff, right, I want to play, you know, obviously want to showcase the new leaders. We'll play Shanks, we'll play, oh, there's Lim. How's it going, Lim? Searcher for the Lim deck. What a card. Such a card, much wow. Alright. But yeah, so Shanks, I want to build Shanks. I would like to try Blackbeard. I think Shanks is going to be pretty cool. I might like that deck a lot. We might try Buggy for funsies, but it depends what my local meta looks like. If we got a lot of Blackbeards, I'm not going to be playing Buggy, unless I want to put a 12 cost vanilla into play. Burgess and a Koala, another card for the Revolutionary Army decks. I don't know if this one isn't going to really, probably won't slot into Billow Betty, but it's a card. It's a good card for maybe Sabo, Red Yellow Sabo. Who knows? I find it very interesting that they printed 2 Straw Hat leaders in this set, right? Robin and Luffy, and they gave Luffy all the purple. So Straw Hat's got purple, which means they couldn't also have yellow. So they pivoted Robin to be Revolutionary Army, which thematically works because she did spend some time with the Revolutionary Army. So it makes sense, but it's just interesting to see. Maybe eventually we're gonna get yellow Straw Hat Pirate stuff. That is I think that's one of the last colors we need to like really fill out. And this is the Dons. We're just gonna grab the Don out. Gonna grab out our 2 rares here. Sabo and another Rayleigh, and we got the Robin leader again. And just pull out these uncommons. So let's review. Alright. Actually, we'll review once we open this other box, obviously. So we'll be right back. And jump cut. Alright, here we are with box number 2 here. We're going to move a little faster with this box just because, oh man, the video's getting long. Getting real long here. But I hope you've enjoyed it so far. Just chilling. Maybe you have it in the background. You're doing some work or doing whatever. Right? Nobody really pays full attention to these type of videos. They're always like background videos. So I'm happy to be in your background. All right, let's get into it. What are we gonna get in this? What are we gonna get in this box? I did set it up to where each box was from a different store. So this is gonna be a box from a completely different case than the other one. I guess we're just gonna move. We're gonna move a little quicker here. And just yeah. Some of these cards stick together a little bit. A little harder to grab. We got Uda. Are we gonna have a Shanks behind it? No, but a Mihawk. Mihawk, nice. Pick up our first SR. Very playable card in Buggy. Potentially playable in other decks, but not searchable in other decks. But Buggy or Mihawk, 7K. Gotta love your 7K blockers. 7K blocker with the ability to draw some cards is also pretty great, and that is unconditional. So you can play that in any blue deck. All right. Jumping through here. Tony. Good old video game move. So you can, this is actually a screenshot from the video game. Like, come on, man. Look how long that is. They were definitely on something with that one. All right, Galdino. Yeah, I don't like to call out companies, but that feels a little lazy. You know, feels just a little lazy when it's just a screenshot from a video game. Right? You didn't even commission art for it. Just feels a little lazy. All right. There's a Blackbeard leader card, which means nothing behind here. I think there's a third card, which means it's a Don. Just put the Don right there. All right. One Don down. Another to go. Oh man. All right. We're just gonna skip as fast as possible and just try to get to the end here. It's really, believe it or not, it's really hard to open up cards fast. This is a leader, which means the rest of these are some rares. Another Doc Q, good for good old. Oh, it was the second Don. All right, we did it. We found the second Don. We're happy now. We're cruising. No more Don packs. Oh, I almost cut that one a little close. Snip the side off of a manga, right? Alright, so yeah. When it comes to decks I want to build, like I said, I got quite a few Shanks Blackbeard, or I'm probably going to try Purple Black Luffy, even though I know it's not the best. Or at least it didn't have much play in Japan. Didn't really put up much results, but there's a lot of decks I want to try out. I'm actually really excited for 09. And I'm hopefully excited to see a lot less Black Yellow Luffy. If that is your... Man, I've been talking a lot of crap on Black Yellow Luffy. If that is your pet deck, I'm so sorry. But I played that deck. I played it, and even I hate it. I hated playing it because I felt like a terrible person. Just unkillable blockers and just constantly healing. And a leader that requires a lot of Don to attack into. It's just a little nuts, and it was fine when it first came out, and it was fine in 07 or what was it, 06? It was fine in 06, and then 07 dropped, and we got the Rocket Luffy, and then it started to become a little less fine. I've got a few people. Oh, there's a Sanji. Nice. So we pulled an alternate Sanji earlier. This is the regular Sanji. Good looking Sanji. Holding his Germa suit. Alright. There's probably I know some of the people at my locals that have played Black Yellow Luffy are probably laughing at me at this point because I'm talking about them. But I've seen a lot of excitement for 09 and for some of the new decks, so I think everybody's just fixing to try out a new meta, right? Because we were expecting 08 to be a bit more different than 07 was, but it ended up not being nearly as different. Burgess and a Rono Zoro, and that was pretty disappointing. It wasn't really till the starter decks came out that we really started to see the meta evolve a little bit, but really it just pushed Doflamingo to the top. But you know, Lucci, Black Yellow Luffy, all that stuff kind of just stayed around. Smoker, though, I have really been enjoying Smoker. Love me some old Smokey. There's another leader pack. Just hitting through all the leader packs. There's another Gum Gum Giant. Good card. And a Robin. Another good card. Happy to see it. But yeah, the meta was getting a little stale. So 09 is going to be here to shake up the meta, right? There are some decks that just can't be played anymore effectively because there's a lot of non-games. If you queue into some of these new decks, like Blackbeard is going to be a bit of a tyrant. I hope he never gets to the point where he is the best deck. But here's a Ben Beckman. If you're playing Shanks, you need this card. Very good card. Trashing in red. New. It's new. Usually black trashes, but now red's trashing, which is pretty cool because there are so many KO effects now in the game, and most of Blackbeard's deck, several of the characters have on KO draw cards, so just being able to prevent Blackbeard from filling up his hand again is pretty good. Alright. Got another leader. Drop it off to the side here. See, our last box teased us, or our last box just like, you know, wasn't here to play. It just immediately showed us all the hits, right? It showed us everything. This box is toying with us a little bit. Full lead. Good thing that's cards that stage is at a common, because that's going to be a 4 of in Blackbird as well. Alright, Tony Chopper. Good old 2K for Shanks. Another great card for Shanks. Yasop and a Cross Guild. There are so many, like, it's just crazy. I mean, I've been playing since 04, and just like this 08 felt like such a nothing burger of a set when it came to just like playable cards. There just wasn't a lot in that set, right? You're really just fishing for a few SRs, and it just like wasn't. It's just like not a fun set to open. But this set is going to be a fun set to open. I don't know if you heard that, but that was one of my kids. That was my 3-year-old. Just cried like a little baby. I don't know why he did that. Maybe he's mocking his little sister. It's always interesting to hear a almost 4-year-old start crying like a baby. Probably because his little sister pissed him off. Now I hear the little sister upset. So I think I think revenge was taken, unfortunately. There is a Frankie. So far getting a lot of repeats. Well, I guess these two, right? These are new. Happy to see the new cards. We want to see another Blackbeard and another Shanks, right? That's one less I have to buy. Alright. Let's do it here. It's weird. I'm sitting here opening One Piece and all I'm thinking about is wanting to play zombies. I have a little bit of an addiction right now to Black Ops 6 zombies. Hey, another Osop and another Uda. Need playsets of those for Shanks. But I've been pretty hype about, as I'm recording this, the new map, Citadel de something, dropped. And that map's really fun. But I've really been feeling the new Black Ops 6 zombies. I'm a bit of an old school guy. Played a lot of the zombies back up to Black Ops 3. Didn't really like Black Ops 4. I thought it was fine. I thought it was a little weird, the perk system and all that. But then I didn't mind Cold War. I thought Cold War was a nice, like a little bit of a return to form with some new sauce in it. Perona. But Black Ops 6 so far, it's been pretty good. It's still got the Cold War sauce, right? It's the same formula to a degree, though they did refine some of the pieces of the formula, which is nice. But they're bringing it back. It feels like we're getting back around to where we wanted to be. Feels we're getting some more BO3 vibes, at least when it comes to the maps. This new map here and like Easter eggs, stuff like that. All right, Galdino, and there's the Mr. Teach Daddy. All right, just show me Shanks, and I'm a happy camper with this box. Show me a Shanks. I'm willing it into existence right now. Pasco. Yeah, this set's going to be weird and sealed. There are just so many 2Ks, so many blockers, not a ton of interaction, and not a ton of huge threats. So it's going to be very interesting to see how people do. There is a Frankie. A nice little Frankie alt art. So far, if you're keeping track, I've pulled alt arts for the purple Luffy deck. So I pulled a Sanji and I pulled a Frankie. That is a beautiful looking alt art. Heck yeah. Slide that in there. Oh shit, slap the camera as well. Alright, first alt art, because we're getting low here. We only got like a few packs left. So we're definitely going to be seeing a little bit more of the hits. Because I think we've gotten through a lot of the fluff. Jeez, I'm making a mess here. I got my bag to the left of me. Putting Sanji Usopp. Nico Robin. Monkey D. Luffy. Need some 2Ks for Buggy, some 2Ks for Blackbeard. A Shanks card. Another video game screenshot. And then a Dio. Pulled this guy again. Who knows? Maybe we'll build Lim. Very unlikely. Unless you want to see me. I'll build Lim if you guys just want to see several games of me just getting stomped. I don't think anyone wants to see that. I don't even want to comment over that. There's a reason you haven't seen me play against Black Yellow Luffy on the channel in a while. There's still quite a few Black Yellow Luffys in my locals. I just don't record the game when I play against Black Yellow Luffy because I know I have such a deep despise for that deck that I'm just gonna shit talk it the whole time throughout the entire video. They're not me in a Trafalgar Law. So to save to save the grumblies, right? Me being extra grumbly, I just don't record the games when I play against Black Yellow Luffy. So it's not that I don't play against them. It's just that you just don't see me. You won't see that content on the channel because I just don't want to deal with it. Alright. I got it. Another leader pack. Alright, there's some spicy stuff hanging out towards the bottom. It's probably going to be a secret rare. Would love to see a Roger, right? Everybody loves a good Roger, and I think Shanks just runs one of them. So wouldn't mind to see a Roger. The other secret rare of the set. This sealed format is going to be wild. There are a lot of very playable cards at common. This set is very powerful. So I think sealed is going to be pretty insane. Alright, Kuzan, what's the next card? It's a Shanks. Hey, we're a happy guy. I'm a happy guy. Alright. My checklist was get a Shanks, get a Blackbeard per box, and I'm a happy guy. It's half a playset. Alright, well, this is either a hit or it's a secret rare. So we'll figure it out here. We're learning together. Suki Oda and good old Brook. Some random kid cards. Lafitte. Okay, so it probably looks like just based on math here of openings. This last pack here, last pack magic. This is probably gonna be a secret rare because the usual. So it's like, do we even get excited or like, sorry, not get excited, but just like go through the whole pack, or do we just skip to the end here? I think we're just gonna skip to the end. 3 uncommons and a Luffy here. Wanted to see Roger, but I'm happy to see Luffy because this card you'll see more than one in your deck. So Luffy, great pickup. The rest of these are just some commons. Cool. I'm happy. As a person who plays this game, I'm happy, right? The more playables I open, the happier I am, because then I don't have to get on TCG Player, I don't have to fight the market, right? And I'm sure a lot of you have to deal with that, and it is not the most fun. It's not the most fun to fight the market. Where did I put the rest of the cards that I opened? I have to find the cards I opened earlier. Oh, they're there. So we can do a review. Let's do a review. All right. Stick all these cards together. All right, it's review time. So we got, this is expected for Shanks Dawn, very pretty Dawn. We got a koala, a limb, crocodile, a Frankie, a Dio. It's me, Dio. Shanks, another Shanks, another Dio, a Marshall D. Teach, a Frankie, a Ben Beckman, a Sanji, a Mihawk. Another Teach. We hit these. Let me put these next to each other. We hit 2 secret Luffys. A nice little Robin leader. It's not. Honestly, it's been a few sets since I've hit a leader out of a box. I've had to buy them all, so it's been pretty great. Got the Sanji alt art and the Frankie alt art buddies. Beautiful alt arts. But yeah, that's it. All right, video's over. Don't expect me to be doing a bunch of unboxings in the future, but I thought it'd be fun to do something like this as the set goes and kind of talk about my thoughts of the set. With that in mind, if you like, not necessarily this type of content because I don't upload it very often, but if you like gameplay, like to see point of view gameplay where I talk through my plays and analysis of how I'm either playing terribly or could be playing better, definitely subscribe. And we'll see you whenever I upload the next video. We'll see if I don't get distracted with COD Zombies and forget to upload videos again. That may or may not have been a symptom of the last few weeks. So, alright, see you guys.